Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, January 6th. I'm Byron Scott. Thank you for joining us. Well, a bit of a scare this morning at a local high school after receiving a bomb threat. CTV's Jeanine Samuels has an update on that story.
At about 9 a.m. this morning, a potential bomb threat call came in here at Parkdale High School. And of course, school officials did not want to take any chances, so they immediately evacuated the students so officers could begin their search.
So I was in the gym. I just came first period, and next thing you know, securities are just running after us and telling us that something is going on. But they wouldn't tell us really what it was. It was like, we need to evacuate the building.
While the school is all clear now, administrators and security hurried most students to the nearby football field when the threat was received. Buses were also available for those with special needs to stay warm. The search took over 1.5 hours while everyone waited.
We were cold, and then the fact that they weren't informing us made it even worse. They weren't telling us anything.
We start seeing stuff on Twitter saying that there's a bomb threat, and we start seeing the helicopters, and we're just waiting for an hour and a half to go back inside.
In addition to their searches on social media, sons and daughters also text and called loved ones with updates.
My daughter texted, said they were evacuating school, making everybody go on the football field. At that point I came up here, and the cops had everything blocked off, so we kind of stood, me and the other parents stood here and waited to hear what we could hear.
Now, from the parents and students that we spoke to, the general sense was that the bomb threat situation was handled extremely well. However, some students felt that they wish they just would have known what was going on and why it was going on a little sooner. At Parkdale High School, I'm Jeanine Samuels for CTV News.
And while no threat was found, an official letter explaining today's event is being sent home to all parents. Well, an Upper Marlboro man is facing DUI charges after the SUV he was driving plows into a building, setting it on fire. Here is that suspect. He is 32-year-old Vincent Troy of Upper Marlboro. Now, the incident happened just after midnight. Investigators say he was drunk when he lost control of his vehicle, causing it to veer off Southern Maryland Boulevard in Owings, Maryland. Floral Expressions, the store at Bright Center West, which has been in that location for 30 years, was destroyed.
It had been destroyed, and his vehicle was inside the store on top of our vehicle, and so it totaled our vehicle, complete loss of the store. There's nothing inside left. Lost everything. So.
And you guys have orders to fill?
We got orders to fill. We have funerals, funeral tomorrow. We have weddings this weekend, weddings next weekend. We've already assured the brides we're good. A local catering company has offered us a location that we can use and a cooler to help us out till we get on our feet.
Well, Fuller says he will rebuild. An adjacent dry cleaning business was also damaged. As for injuries, 3 firefighters were hurt but not seriously. Troy was not injured. Well, a fire in an Oxon Hill apartment leaves residents trapped on a balcony. Now, officials say at around 12 this afternoon, firefighters went to the 2200 block of Alice Avenue. When they got there, they found the 3-story building up in flames. Investigators say the blaze started on a dwelling on the 2nd floor, leaving residents trapped.
Firefighters arrived. They had heavy smoke coming from the rear of the building, and we also had 911 reports of people being trapped up on the 3rd floor. We went inside. We did find a working fire on the 2nd floor. Firefighters went up to the 3rd floor, found several occupants still inside their units, unable to escape because of all the smoke and heat in the hallway. So they sheltered in place up on the 3rd floor with the firefighters with them. They were safe until that fire was extinguished, and we could safely remove those occupants. Everybody was checked out by medics. Everybody's okay. It does not appear there's going to be any injuries.
And the good news again, no one injured. The cause of the fire still under investigation. Well, investigators need your help in identifying 2 persons of interest. Take a look at these teenagers. The suspects set fire to paper or magazines inside a train located at Addison Road Metro Station in Capitol Heights. Now, though the fire was put out by a Metro employee, the train was still evacuated for safety purposes. Anyone with any information is asked to call 301-77-ARSON. Well, Old Man Winter went easy on us during the beginning of this season, but now you can say goodbye to that warm weather and hello to freezing temperatures. The county's Department of Permitting, Inspections, and Enforcement wants to remind homeowners, tenants, and all others to be responsible. Make sure that sidewalks are treated and cleared once snow and ice hits the area.
Folks who live or have businesses along county right-of-way sidewalks are responsible for removing the snow and ice from the sidewalks, treating them. We're primarily looking at like 1.5 miles from a home to a school. Within that particular vicinity, we're looking at businesses and those types of areas. And then within residential areas, we're asking folks just to do it out of common courtesy for pedestrians if they do have sidewalks that abut their properties. And that's just to help folks, especially our seniors, persons with disabilities, and children who will eventually have to walk to school.
Now, by law, you must clear sidewalks within 48 hours, or you could face a $1,000, make that $100 fine for each day the snow and ice isn't removed. Well, the cold weather is here, and that could bring an increase in water main breaks and leaks. Last year, the water company repaired close to 2,000 ruptures. That was the second busiest year since 2014. Now, there were over 2,100 breaks in 2010, making it a record year for crews that had to be out there and fix it all. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott.